Would you rather charge $5 for the first hour and then 8 for every additional, or 15 for the first hour and 6 for every additional? Take 2 minutes right now, and then we're going to come back together. Let me let mine in. So Milo, we're working on slide number 3 and number 4. So if you were babysitting, which one would you rather do? Which one would you rather charge? Okay, so really we're just missing Hector and Bry Guy this morning. Oh, Camilla as well. She's off the bottom of my list. Okay, we're taking another 58 for ourselves. Oh, Elijah is. Oh, okay, good. I marked Elijah. Perfect. Okay, so in the chat, while we're finishing up, I want you to tell me, which one would you choose? Option number 1 or option number 2? Nice job, Tiffany. Nice job, Gio. Thank you, Matthias, Mila, Landon, Rashem, Olivia. Very good. Okay. Awesome, awesome job. I saw a lot of people put their choice in the chat. Thank you, Destiny. So really, this sort of scenario here is a lot of like, it's your choice and you get to make that choice for yourself. But let's take a look at some mathematical pieces that we can use to sort of make a more informed decision. So let me let Mateo back in and then we're gonna get started. So let's, I'm going to just try to find where my mouse is because I don't know where it is, over here. So let me bring it over onto this screen, let him in, and let's take a look at this table here. So I want to, when I make these sort of decisions, it's always good to sort of think about the 2 different scenarios that you have, and then sort of let's think about it in terms of like, if I were to only babysit for this many hours versus how much would I make if I babysat for this number of hours. So in the first scenario here, can I have, Joe, do you mind unmuting and can you help me with this? Maybe? No? That's okay. So what I want to do with this guy here is I want to figure out some of these data points here. So if I were to babysit for 1 hour for option number 1, how much money would I make in that first hour? Nice job, Tiffany. So I would make $5. Very good. Nice job, Joe. I would have $5 earned. Oh, that wasn't, sorry about that. Very good. I would have $5 made there. Then for the next one, I'm going to have to add to that $5. How many dollars? Because every hour after the first one, I make how much? Nice job, Matthias. Nice job, Tiffany. I make $8 more dollars, right? So then the total number after 2 hours would be 8 plus 5, which is $13. Nice job there, Olivia, Matthias, and Tiffany. Very good. So then after 3 hours, I would add 13 plus 8 more, and I would get 21. Nice job, Tiffany. You were ahead of me. Nice job. Then for 5 hours this time. Now, this is where it gets a little bit trickier. I go, if I add 8 more, that would get me 4 hours, plus 8 would get me $29. And then, well, no, 21 plus 8 more would get me 29. That would be 4 hours. Then 8 more is going to be 5 hours is going to be $37. And then this is where it gets a little bit tricky, right? Now we need to figure out 10. So if we make $8, 8 times 9, right? Plus the original 5 for the first hour is going to get me a total of, so close, Sam Lamar, $77. Okay, so let me talk you through how we did that. So this one was going to be, if we think about it, the number of hours minus that of first original hour. So 8 times 9, because that's how many hours we're getting paid, $8, plus that original $5 for the beginning, right? So we do 8 times 9, 8 times 9, we get $72, plus that original $5 to get a total of $77 after 10 hours. No, Mr. Main. I clicked the wrong button, sorry. $77. So close, Tiffany and Sam. That one was really tricky, okay? So then now, if I'm looking at option number 2, if I babysit for 1 hour, how much money am I gonna get?
$15.
$15. Nice job, Lando. $15. Ooh, that was not good there. $15. Then to that 15, I need to add how much? Very good, Matthias. Very good, Tiffany. I need to add 6 more to that to get a total of $21. Then I need to add 6 more, which is going to be $27. And then now here comes the 5. Okay, so we're going to say 27 plus 6 is going to be 4 hours. I'm going to have $33 plus 6 more. At 5 hours, I'm going to have $39. Okay, nice job, Sam Lamar. So close. Awesome job. And then here comes the tricky part. So we're going to do the same thing like we did last time. We're going to say $6 times 9 hours because we're getting paid $6 for 9 of those hours, plus that original $15. So what's 6 times 9 going to get me? 6 times 9 gets me, kind of hard to see. It's a little bit glary. Oh, because you can't see it because it's not there. 6 times 9 gets me that 54. Nice job, Sam Lamar. Plus that original $15 is going to get me a total of $69. Boom, equals $69. So let's take a look at this. So if I babysit, let me ask you a question. If I babysit for 2 hours, which option should I use? Not a big deal, Tiffany. If I babysit for 2 hours, why do you think?
Because it's more money.
It's more money, exactly. But if I were to babysit for, let's say, like 11 hours, which one is going to be a better option that time? If I were to babysit for number 1, exactly, good. So there's a point. If we look at this graph, if we look at these tables here, right? We say there's a, for the first little bit of it, option number 2 is going to make me more money. But then at some point, option 1, it sort of switches. And option number 1 is going to end up making me more money. Isn't that a little bit confusing? Is that a little bit confusing, guys? I think it sounds a little bit weird. Or does it make sense that that might happen? I think it's interesting. Awesome job, my friend. It makes, okay. It makes sense. That's good. Makes a little bit of sense, Destiny says. And I think that's good. I'm happy that it makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so now we're going to use this same similar idea of like, we're going to try to find when they have the same amount. But this time we're going to be talking about some water tanks. Okay. Oh, let me go back, Edgar. So if you want to look at my Zoom right now, the chart is still up there and you can copy those numbers into your chart if you'd like. Okay, Edgar? Does that make sense? Okay, I'm done. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to be talking about this idea of water tanks or like big buckets of water. Okay, so here is the dealio. We are going to be looking at 2 water tanks today, okay? And this table right here is a little bit confusing, but if we just think about it really quickly and we talk about it first, I know it's snowing, it's crazy. If we take a minute and we sort of look at these numbers going down the columns, we're going to be able to figure out some patterns that we're seeing. So the first thing I want to think about is for tank number 1, that's this second column right here. What do we notice as we're looking at those numbers? As we move down the number of minutes, what's happening to our tank? Or what's happening to the numbers? Nice job, Edgar. Nice, it's good. Nice job. Nice job, Jocelyn. That's so good. Yes. What are we noticing, guys? Let me know in the chat. Jocelyn just gave me a really good one, and so did Edgar. What else? What are people thinking? What's happening to our numbers? What's happening to them? Let me see. Yes, Tiffany, exactly. Our numbers are getting bigger. The numbers are going up. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Nice job there. Tiffany, Edgar, and Jocelyn. Nice job. Yes. Nice job, Gio. Nice job, Matthias. That's so good. So we're noticing that they're getting larger. Nice job. So tank number 1 is, if we're talking about water now, so we're talking about the numbers are getting larger. So what's happening to that tank? Is it filling up or is it emptying out? What do we think? Nice job, Landon. Yes, Matthias. Yes, nice job, Tiffany. So because
It's filling up.
yes, exactly. Nice job. Because those numbers are getting larger. If we're thinking about it in the context or in the story of the numbers are getting bigger, that means my tank is going to be filling up. Nice job. So many people are giving me such great answers on that. Nice job, Brasham. So number 1, tank number 1 is filling up. Boom. Now let's look at what's happening to those numbers in, oops, sorry about that. Tank number 2. What's happening to tank number 2? Ooh, nice job, Gio. Nice job, Melissa. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Nice job. Oh, nice job, Tiffany. Nice job, Edgar. Nice job, Sam Lamar. I'm noticing some really awesome things here, and I'm noticing really similar things here. Awesome. So the leaders, nice job. The leaders, the numbers are going down. So if we think about that in the context of either it draining or it filling, a lot of people are saying that tank number 2 is draining out or it's emptying. I'm going to put draining here, but also in parentheses, I'm going to say emptying. And I want to say, and I'm going to put both of those words in there because sometimes people don't know what the word drain means. And so I want to make sure that you know that if I'm talking about this idea of draining, that means the water is coming out of my tank. Okay. So let's make sure that we get that written down on this slide right here. So what's happening? Tank number 1 is filling up and tank number 2 is draining or emptying out. That's the first thing. Nice job there, guys. So good. Joe, Edgar, Olivia, Mattia. I got almost every single person to give me an answer on either tank A or tank 1 or tank 2. I am so impressed. Oh my gosh. We're shooting a basketball. Yes. So proud of you guys. So good. So now, this is what we're going to do next. This part is the crazy part. Okay, so what we're going to do on slide number 7 is now we're going to look and we're going to figure out using the table, we're going to estimate when the tanks have the same amount of water. So what we're going to have to do here, I'm going to give you a minute to look at this table, but I want to give you some hints before we start. Okay, so if we're looking for when they have the same amount of water in them. So we're going to be looking for the row when, what are we going to know about those numbers?
How many minutes?
Tiffany, don't scare me. Oh my God, you just scared me, Tiffany. Did it really? No, don't answer that. Don't answer that, Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany, you just scared me. Yes. So we're going to be looking for the number of minutes when, if we want to, it's never mind, Gio. I don't want to think about it. It's scary. We're going to be looking for the time when they have the same amount of water in them. Okay. So I want you to look at this table and I want you to try to find, stop. Stop it, Tiffany. So I want you to look for the row when they have the same amount of water in them, okay? So I want you to take 1 minute right now to find out when they have the same amount of water in them, okay? You're funny, Tiffany. You got me. Okay, so here we go. This was a little bit tricky, so I wanna take a look at these sort of each row by row. Okay, so if we look at, I have to be on the other screen. Oh, darn it. I'm gonna do this next period then, I guess. So what I wanna do is, let me just close out of this and let's take a look at each one of these rows together, okay? So if we look at this first row here, do they have the same amount of water in them?
No.
No, they're not. Very good. So if we're just going to keep going down our rows. These guys are not going to have the same amount of water in them either. If we look from 5 to 10 minutes, it's not going to have it once again. We're trying to find a spot when they have really, really close to the amount of water in them. So if I look, you think at 20 minutes? So at 20 minutes, we have 625 and 600. And then from 20 to 25 minutes. So at 25 minutes, we have 725 and 600. So it's not going to be from 20 to 25 minutes because, let's see why. Because this one is going to have like 500 and this one, no. This one is going to have like 690 and this one's going to have less than 600. So we're going to say it's going to be somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. Okay, so because if we look at this guy here, we could say to ourselves, between 450 from here to here, it's going to fall between 470, so maybe like 500s to 600s. And so as we get closer to 20 minutes is when they're really going to be crisscrossing. So can we find the exact time using this table right here? Can we find the exact time when they're going to have the same amount of water in them?
No.
No, we can't. So we're going to say about, we could say about or around 20 minutes, but we can't know for sure because it's not, there's no point when both columns have the same value in it. So we're not able to find that exact point using this table. The table is a good tool, but it's not always going to be able to give us an exact value. Okay. Let me just put a space here. You got me, Tiffany, girl. Oh, goodness, you scared me. Okay. So we're not able to, with a table, find that exact matching point all the time. And it's really kind of rare if we do find those matching points. So now, if we look at this next slide here, I'm going to show you another way that we can actually find that exact matching point. So what I want to do here is I am going to, thank you, Tiffany, you're the best. Okay, so now we're gonna get some more information about these tanks. So if we look at these tanks now, we're actually gonna be getting an equation that matches each one of these tanks. So tank one, if we look at this first piece here, the amount of water in tank one after T minutes is 30 times T plus 25. And if we look at this guy here, we have our plus 25. That's how much we started with at 0 minutes. Then every minute it's saying we add 30 liters of water. So this one is adding 30 liters of water. Then if we look at tank number 2, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. The amount of water in tank number 2 after T minutes is negative 20T plus 1,000. Why does this rate of change have a negative sign in front of it? What's happening to that value? Nice job, Tiffany. What's happening to tank number 2 that's making it have a negative rate of change? Yes, Gio. Yes. Very good, Matthias. Yes, Tiffany. So because this tank here is losing water, it's decreasing, its rate of change is going to have to be negative. So this rate of change here is going to be a negative 20 because it's going down by 20 every single time, every single minute. It's going down by 20 liters. And then if we look at this equation, how much water did it start with at the beginning? So this is negative 20T. That's our rate of change. How much?
Negative 22.
Not negative 22. If we look at this, we look for our intercept, that what we start with is that plus that constant. So plus 1,000, and it started with 1,000 liters in it. Look at that. So we were able to decide that it has a rate of change of negative 20 because it's going down by 20 every minute. Then we say plus 1,000 because 1,000 was how much we started with. In tank number 1, we started with 25. So we're going to look at, and now we're going to find that exact spot when they are going to be equal to one another. And now let me show you how we're going to have to do that. So we need to find the time when the amount of water will be equal. So that means I need to say, when is this equation here? Oh, let me go back. Let me try that again. Control copy. And then we're going to come into this box right here. We're going to paste these both in and we're going to set them equal to one another. So we're going to say 30T plus 25 is equal to negative 20T. Negative 20T plus 1,000. So what I want you to do is I want you to copy those two equations into that box and put an equal sign in between them. Let me just let Hector in. Hi, Hector. We're on slide number 8, okay, buddy? Okay, so we were able to copy these two equations in here and put an equal sign in between them. Ooh, okay, so now we need to solve it. Oh, we know how to do this. We've been doing this for a few days. So the first piece, if I want to figure out what T is equal to, I want to get T by itself. What do I notice about this equation that we just created here? What do we notice about it? Anything at all? Nice job. We have different variables and different constants. Good. That's a good thing to notice, Matthias. That's very smart. Very good. What do we notice about our t's? Do we have t's on both sides or just one side? Nice, 4 digits.
Four.
Good. We have t's on both sides. Yes. So if I need to get my t's by itself, what's my first move going to be here then? If I have t's on both sides, what do I have to do first here?
Divide.
Divide? What do we think? People in the chat, let me know. Landon says
Distribute.
we have. Ooh, do we have any parentheses to distribute though, Rashem? Do we? No, we don't. We don't have any that we have to distribute, so we don't even have to distribute here. We have to do what Sam Lamar said. Okay. I don't know why, Gio. I don't know why. So we have to get the smaller of our two t's over to the other side. So which one of our t's is smaller? Nice job, Sam Lamar. Which one of our two t's is smaller? This 30t or this negative 20t? Nice job, Matthias, Tiffany,
The
Sam
negative
Lamar.
20T.
Very good, Melissa. Very good, Matthias. Very good, Gio. We're going to have to move that negative 20t. So what are we going to have to do to each side here?
Divide.
We want to move the whole thing over together. We want to move this whole
Subtract.
thing. Huh? You would have to-
Subtract.
Okay, we'd have to either add or subtract, but this guy is already a negative. So how do I move a negative 20? Yes, Tiffany. We're gonna add. We're gonna have to add 20t to each side, plus 20t. And then on the other side, you're gonna come over here. You're gonna say plus 20t. I'm gonna have to rearrange this a little bit. Plus 20t. Okay. So I have a plus 20t. So what am I gonna get when I add 20t to each side? Oh no. So my t's are gonna cancel out on my,
50T
yep. Go ahead.
plus 25
Very good.
equals positive 1,000.
Very good. 50t plus 25 is equal to 1,000 plus 1,000, positive 1,000. Good. So then now I want to get my x by, or my t by itself. What am I going to do to each side? I need to get that constant out of there. So how do I get rid of that constant? Nice job, Sam Lamar. Nice job, Gio. I'm going to have to subtract 25 on each side. Very good. Minus 25. And when I do that, I'm going to get a 50t. I'm going to be left with my 50t is equal to how much? 1,000 minus 25 gets me 975. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. And then what's my next bit to get that t by itself? That t is attached to my 50 using what operation? Very good, Sam Lamar. It's attached through multiplication. So to get rid of that, to cancel out that 50, I would have to divide by 50 on each side. Nice job, Tiffany. Very good. So if I divide 975 by 50, oh my goodness, what am I going to get? Who can help me out? I'm going to get the t by itself is equal to, oh my goodness, 975. If I grab my calculator, 975 divided by 50 gets me, oh no. What do I get? It's kind of hard to see on here. 19.5. 19.5. It's going to take us 19.5 minutes to get them to be exactly the same amount of water. And if we look back at that estimate, how was our estimate as compared to that actual answer? How was our estimate? Was it close? Yes, Sam Lamar. Look at that. We were really, really close. Awesome job there. So let me tell you what you're doing for this afternoon, okay? On slide number 10, okay, we have this afternoon link video, okay? You're gonna go in, you're gonna watch that video. We're gonna be doing something very similar, but this time we're gonna be looking at equations for elevators. It's cool, I promise. And we are going to take a look at this video on slide number 10 and complete these slides here. I'm going to hold an afternoon session this afternoon where I'm going to be talking about our quiz for tomorrow. So it might be a good idea for you guys to join me this afternoon from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock for a review session for our quiz tomorrow. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for me? The link for that afternoon session is going to be posted in our classroom. Go ahead, Joe or Landon.
I just said I don't have any questions.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Landon. Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions for me, you guys can head out to science class. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. I don't know if we'll be back in person tomorrow or not. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye, Destiny. Bye, Edgar.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Jalen. Bye, Hector. Bye, Shelby. Bye, Ricardo. Bye. Oh my God, I love them. Isabella, Avery, Bridget. Isabella, good morning. Isabella, Bridget, and Avery. Good morning, everybody. If you wouldn't mind opening up the slideshow